have democratically elected their prime ministers. Both the prime ministers want peace. Clear? Fine. Now from this statement, what can be inferred or concluded? First option, we take down India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. First option. Second option, India and Pakistan are democratic countries. India and Pakistan, write it this way, are neighboring countries. India and Pakistan are neighboring countries. Third option, both 1 and 2. Fourth option, none of these. Clear? 4 options. First one is India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. Second option, India and Pakistan are neighboring countries. Third option, both 1 and 2. Last option, none of these. Clear? Think for a while. Come to the question. India and Pakistan are democratic countries and both have democratically elected their prime ministers. Both the prime ministers want peace. The question is negatively charged or positively charged? Positively charged. Now, Himanshu, the question that you asked, whether if the charge matches and if the context doesn't match, whether we can go for an option or not. This is an example to that kind. Clear? Fine. Now, the whole sentence given as a question is positively charged. Clear? And this is an inferential question. So the option that we go for must also be positively charged. Clear? Fine. Come to the first option. India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. First option is negatively charged or positively charged? India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. First option is negative or positive? The first option is positively charged because of double negation. I told you we cannot miss any concept, right? So we don't know from which concept are we going to get a help. The first option is positively charged because of double negation. Because unlikely is a negative word. Unlikely is a negative word, and following the path of conflict is also negative. Unlikely is a negative word, following the path of conflict is also negative. So here we have two negative terms in this statement. So because of the concept of double negation, option A becomes positive. Clear? India and Pakistan unlikely to follow the path of conflict means India and Pakistan may not go for conflict. India and Pakistan may go for peace. That is the meaning of the first option. Positively charged. The question is also positive, so must be considered. Leave it there. Come to 2. India and Pakistan are neighboring countries. Positively charged. 2 must be considered or not? 2 should not be considered. Even though 2 is positively charged, this idea, being neighboring countries, is not given there in the question. According to the question, India and Pakistan are democratic countries, not neighboring countries. Now, that is general knowledge. Neighboring countries are being general knowledge, but I told you no application of general knowledge. Clear? According to the question, they are democratic countries. According to option 2, they are neighboring countries. That is a general knowledge. This idea is not given there in the question. So even though 2 is positively charged, it cannot be considered as an answer to this question. 2 is eliminated. Based on that, 2 and 3 are gone. Right? Because 3 says both 1 and 2. Fine. Right. Come to the first option. How many of you agree to the first option? India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. First option is positively charged. They are unlikely to follow the path of conflict means they may not go for conflict. They may go for peace. That is the meaning of the first option. Must be considered or not? In fact, it should not be considered. I told you, understand the meaning of the question and the meaning of the option. The meaning and the charge must be the same. Charge is anyways fine here. The question is positively charged. Option 1 is also positive. The charge is anyways fine. But we need to focus on the context as well. The meaning as well. According to the question, both the Prime Ministers want peace. According to the question, both the Prime Ministers want peace. According to option 1, India and Pakistan are unlikely to follow the path of conflict. It means India and Pakistan may go for peace. Now tell me, the Prime Ministers want peace, India and Pakistan want peace. Same or different? India means what? India does not mean only the Prime Minister. India refers to Indians. Pakistan does not mean only the Prime Minister. Pakistan refers to Pakistanis, right? So according to the question, both the is a definite article taken as specific. I told you. According to the question, both the Prime Ministers want peace. That is specific. Clear? Whereas according to option 1, India and Pakistan want peace. India is general when compared to the question. Pakistan is also general when compared to the question. General and specific will not go together. One is also eliminated. It must be 4, none of these. Clear? So as I said, Himanshu, the context and the charge must be the same. Clear? As you raise the question, I'm saying. Fine? Right. So here, according to the question, it is both the Prime Ministers want peace, specific. According to option 1, India and Pakistan want peace, that is general. General and specific will not go together. So 1 is also gone. It must be option 4, none of these. Clear? So understand the meaning of the question and the meaning of the option. And then think whether to go for it or not. Clear? So this is the concept of general and specific. So don't miss any of those words we discussed. Clear? As I repeat, if what is in the option is general, in the question also it must be general. What is in the option specific, in the question also it must be specific. This is a concept of general and specific. I hope you get it. I hope you got it. Clear? I think what I said is clear. Right? Okay. I'll rub this. Now, what are these ER words or more words called? If I say stronger, taller, sharper, more beautiful, more handsome, more intelligent, what are these ER words or more words called? These ER words or more words are termed as comparative degree adjectives. These ER words or more words are termed as comparative degree adjectives. I'll tell you what adjectives are in the case of when I go for parts of speech. Clear? Fine. Leave it there. So these ER words or more words are termed as comparative degree adjectives because we use these words only when we compare two entities. Only when two entities are getting compared, we'll go for these ER words or more words. That's why they are termed as comparative degree adjectives, right? Now tell me, the two entities that are getting compared will usually be similar entities or two entirely different entities. The two entities getting compared will usually be similar entities or two entirely different entities. Now, it can be similar as well as different, right? Now, should I say, my dog is more handsome than you? My dog is more handsome than you. Now, in fact, I can say that. I can say that, but I should not compare my dog with you. I should compare my dog with your dog, right? My dog is more handsome than yours. That means your dog, right? Similarly, should I say, my car is more beautiful than my uncle? My car is more beautiful than my uncle. I can say that. I can say that, but I should not compare my car with my uncle. I should compare my car with my uncle's car. My car is more beautiful than my uncle's. That means uncle apostrophe S. Clear? That means uncle's car. My car is more beautiful than my uncle's means uncle's car. Right? Now, as I said, you must be able to understand the meaning of every sentence. Clear? If I say, X is more beautiful than Y. X is more beautiful than Y. From this statement you tell me, is Y beautiful? X is more beautiful than Y. From this statement, is Y beautiful? Y is beautiful. The only thing is that comparatively X is more beautiful. Clear? So Y is also beautiful, but comparatively X is more beautiful. Right? Similarly, A is stronger than B. A is stronger than B. From this statement, is B strong? A is stronger than B. Is B strong? Yes, B is also strong. The only thing is comparatively A is stronger. Right? What if I say this statement? Instead of selecting you, I select a more intelligent person. Instead of selecting you, I select a more intelligent person. From this statement you tell me, are you intelligent? Are you intelligent? Yes, you are also intelligent, because I said instead of selecting you, I select a more intelligent person. That means you are also intelligent. Clear? What if I say, instead of selecting you, I select an intelligent person. Instead of selecting you, I select an intelligent person. Now tell me, are you intelligent? Now you're not intelligent, because I said instead of selecting you, I select an intelligent person. That means you are not at all intelligent. Clear? What about this statement? You have to do it in a better way. You have to do it in a better way. Now tell me, as of now, are you doing it in a good way? As of now, are you doing it in a good way? Yes, you are doing it in a good way. That's why I said you have to do it in a better way. It means right now you're doing it in a good way, you have to make it better. What if I say, you have to do it in a good way? You have to do it in a good way. That means what? Right now you're not doing it in a good way. You have to do it in a good way. So understand the meaning of every sentence. Clear? If I say a statement like, think and then tell me, I just tell you this statement. Go to any faculty. Go to any faculty. From this statement you tell me, am I a faculty? Go to any faculty. From this statement, what can be concluded? I am a faculty or I am not a faculty? If I say go to any faculty, that means I am not a faculty. If I say go to any other faculty, that means that I am also a faculty. Clear? So understand the meaning of every sentence. If I say go to any faculty, that means I am not a faculty. If I say go to any other faculty, that means I am also a faculty. Similarly, I tell you, go to any verbal faculty. Go to any verbal faculty. From this statement tell me, am I a verbal faculty? No. Same logic. If I say go to any faculty, that means I am not a faculty. Whereas if I say go to any other faculty, means I am also a faculty. Similarly, if I say go to any verbal faculty, that means I am not a verbal faculty. If I say go to any other verbal faculty, that means I am also a verbal faculty. Clear? So understand the meaning of every sentence, right? Now, as I said earlier, my dog is more handsome than you. My dog is more handsome than you. From this statement, you tell me, are you handsome? Are you handsome? Yes, you are handsome, because I said my dog is more handsome than you. That means you are also handsome, right? Should you feel happy? You should not feel happy, because even though I said that you are handsome, I compared it with my dog, right? That is termed as sarcasm. Sarcasm means what? Sarcasm means mocking, making fun, teasing. Means what a person says. I told you yesterday, we discussed yesterday, what a person says may seem to be positive, but the exact meaning of it is negative. That is termed as sarcasm. Clear? So understand the meaning of every sentence that you come across based on the concepts, right? Now, what I mean to say is just this. If there is a comparative degree adjective in the option, there must be a comparative degree adjective in the question. If not, eliminate. Clear? That means if two entities are getting compared in the option, the same two entities must get compared in the question also. That means if X and Y are getting compared in the option, X and Y must get compared in the paragraph also. If not, eliminate. Clear? So in an option, if you come across a comparative degree adjective, ER words or more words, see whether there is any comparative degree adjective in the option, in the question. If there is no comparative degree adjective in the question, just eliminate that option. Clear? Fine. I'll give an example anyways, right? Now, what are these ST words called? What are these ST words called? Like strongest, tallest, sharpest, most beautiful, most handsome. What are these ST words called? These ST words are termed as superlative degree adjectives. Superlative degree adjectives, right? Strongest, tallest, sharpest, most intelligent, etc. Same is the case. If there is a superlative degree adjective in the option, there must be a superlative degree adjective in the question. That means, if the author uses a superlative degree adjective to refer to an entity in the option, the author must use a superlative degree adjective to refer to the same entity in the paragraph, in the question. If not, eliminate. Clear? So comparative degree adjective, same thing. Superlative degree adjective also, same thing. Clear? Fine. I'll give an example. You may take down the sentence. As I said, no imagination and no general knowledge. Clear? Fine. Take down this. Unemployment is a big problem in India. Unemployment is a big problem in India. This is a statement given as a reasoning question. Based only on this statement, which conclusion or which inference can be gone for? Clear? First option. Unemployment is bigger than any other problem in India. Unemployment is bigger than any other problem in India. First option. Second option. Unemployment is the biggest problem in India. Unemployment is the biggest problem in India. Third option. Unemployment excess, E-X-I-S-T-S, excess. Unemployment excess in India. Unemployment excess in India. Fourth option. Only 1 and 3. Fourth option, only 1 and 3. Fifth option, none of these. I'll give you 5 options. Fine. None of these. Clear? Fine. The statement given as a question is, unemployment is a big problem in India. Based only on this statement, which conclusion or inference? Both are the same. Unemployment is bigger than any other problem in India. Unemployment is the biggest problem in India. Unemployment exists in India. Only 1 and 3. D, none of these. Based only on this statement. Clear? Come to the statement. Unemployment is a big problem in India. The statement is negatively charged or positively charged? Negatively charged. Unemployment is a big problem in India. Clear? That means here the question is negatively charged. If the question is negatively charged, our inference must also be negative. Clear? Fine. Come to the first one. Unemployment is bigger than any other problem in India. Bigger is what kind of an adjective? Bigger is a comparative degree adjective. As I told you, if there is a comparative degree adjective in the option, there must be a comparative degree adjective in the question. In the question, is there any comparative degree adjective? No. So based on that concept, 1 is eliminated. So option 4 is also eliminated. 1 and 4 are gone. Clear? Right. Come to the second one. Unemployment is the biggest problem in India. Biggest is a superlative degree adjective. Is there any superlative degree adjective in the question? No. Based on that concept, 2 is also eliminated. Right? Come to 3. Unemployment exists in India. Negative or positive? Negative. Fine. The question is negative. This option is also negative. Unemployment exists in India. Clear? Can this be inferred from this statement? Unemployment exists in India. Can this option be inferred from this statement? The statement says unemployment is a big problem in India. Now tell me, if unemployment doesn't exist in India, can it be a big problem in India? No. Unemployment can be a big problem in India only if unemployment exists in India. If unemployment doesn't exist in India, it cannot be a big problem in India. Clear? So 3 can be inferred from this particular statement. Statement says unemployment is a big problem in India. That means unemployment exists in India. If not, it cannot be a big problem in India. So this can be inferred from this statement. The statement is negatively charged. Option 3 is also negatively charged. Negative and negative go together. This can be gained from this statement. 3 is absolutely fine. Based on that, 5 is also eliminated. Clear? So it must be option 3. Unemployment exists in India. Fine. But to make it more precise, I have this. I hope you got it. Right? I have this part. To make it more precise, if I say option and question. Question in the sense the statement or statements given as a question. Clear? We're concerned only about these two. The option and the statement or the statements given as a question. Clear? Right. The statement or the statements given as a question. If what is there in the option is general, what is there in the question also it must be general. If what is there in the option is general, what is in the question also must be general. Similarly, if what is there in the option is specific, what is there in the question also must be specific. I told you it can never be general and specific or specific and general. It should be general and general or specific and specific. Clear? Similarly, if there is a comparative degree adjective in the option, there must be a comparative degree adjective in the question. If there is a superlative degree adjective in the option, there must be a superlative degree adjective in the question. That means if the author uses a superlative degree adjective to refer to an entity in the option, the author must use a superlative degree adjective to refer to the same entity in the question. I mean the statement given as a question. Clear? Fine. No doubt, I guess. Fine? Right. Likewise, in the option, if it is a fact, in the option if it is a fact, in the question also it must be a fact. In the option if it is a fact, in the question also it must be a fact. I'll give an example. In the option if it is a doubt, in the question also it must be a doubt. Fact, same thing. Doubt also, same thing. Clear? Right. If I say a statement like, what can be inferred? With talking about inferential questions, conclusion questions. Clear? I say a statement like, you may take down unemployment, take down this. They can help the poor. They can help the poor. Now the word can stands for, ability. The word can stands for ability. Clear? If I say, when you make a call, should you say, may I speak to that person? Or shall I speak to that person? Or could I speak to that person? Or can I speak to that person? Which is fine. May I speak to that person? Shall I speak to that person? Could I speak to that person? Can I speak to that person? Spoken syntax is entirely different from written syntax. While speaking, as I said, we'll never think of anything, right? But while writing, we have to go by the rules of the language, right? May I speak to that person? Yes or no? May I speak to that person? Yes. May is a polite way of seeking permission. May I speak to that person? Fine. Shall I speak to that person? Shall I speak to that person? Yes or no? The shall is also fine. Shall I go out? Asking permission. But the thing is that it is not polite. It is an informal usage. Among friends and all, it's okay. Clear? It's an informal usage to seek permission. Shall I speak to that person? Okay. Could I speak to that person? Could I speak to that person? Now, in fact, that is the best one. Could is a very polite way of seeking permission. Clear? If I ask you, what is the difference between requesting and pleading? Requesting and pleading. Now, in a way, both are synonyms, but there's a slight difference. If I say, I want your book, I want your book, should I request you or plead you? Request you. Pleading is not required. What if I casually feel exams? That is termed as pleading. Now, pleading is a very emotional way of requesting. Clear? What beggars do. Begging. Requesting in a very emotional manner. So requesting is just requesting, but requesting in a very emotional manner is termed as pleading. Same is the case. May is a polite way of seeking permission, whereas could is a very polite way of asking permission. Anyways, there's no need for us to be too polite. People will try to take advantage of us, in fact. Clear? So may is fine, could is not required. Right? What do you mean by pray? P-R-A-Y. We pray to God. Praying means requesting or demanding. We don't demand, we request. Clear? But praying is requesting out of worship or devotion. That is called praying. Clear? If I say I want your book, should I pray to you? No, there's no need for me to show any kind of devotion or worship towards you. I can just request you. Clear? So all these are fine. May I speak to that person? Shall, informal, but it's still okay. Fine. Shall I speak to that person? Could I speak to that person? Right? Can I speak to that person? Yes or no? Can I speak to that person? Now, that is what we usually use, but that is wrong. Because can stands for ability. So if I say, can I speak to that person? I'm questioning my own ability. Right? Negative or positive? That's negative because I'm questioning my own ability. Now if I have the ability to make a call, I'll surely have the ability to speak to that person as well. Right? There's no need for me to question my ability. Right? So can I speak to that person is wrong. It should be may I speak to that person. Clear? How many of you have watched that movie English to English? You might have. Sridevi's movie. Now in that, Sridevi comes near the door. Right? The tutor is inside. Sridevi asks, can I come in? Right? Sridevi asks, can I come in? So tutor replies, you can, but you may not. That means you have the ability to come inside, but you may not come inside. Clear? So when you come to my class, should you come near the door and ask me, can I come in? Can I come in means what? You are asking me whether you have the ability to come inside. Now if you have the ability to come near the door, you'll surely have the ability to come inside as well. Right? There's no need for me to question your ability. There's no need for you to question your ability. The only thing is you want my permission for it. So it should be may I come in? May I go to the washroom or can I go to the washroom? May I go to the washroom? If I say can I go to the washroom, what does it mean? I'm asking you whether I have the ability to go. No, I have the ability to go. The only thing is I want a permission for it. So single word changes the entire meaning of a sentence. Clear? So can stands for ability. Now my statement is they can help the poor. That means the statement talks about the ability of them to help the poor. Clear? Right. Now based only on this statement, which conclusion or inference will you go for? First option, they may help the poor. They may help the poor. Second option, they will help the poor. Third option, both 1 and 2. Fourth option, none of these. They can help the poor. That's a question. So based only on this question or statement, which conclusion or inference? They may help the poor. They will help the poor. Both 1 and 2, none of these. Think for a while.